Hi, sorry it's been a while. I got my wisdom teeth out, I got a job, and I started my job, and I got norovirus all in like the last 2 weeks, so I've been a little bit busy. I was watering my plants tonight. I was fertilizing them just with Miracle-Gro, and then something very funny happened, and I wish that I was filming, so I'm filming now. So let me catch you up. Okay, here's a reenactment. Although I do actually need to water these because these are my snapdragons and they're turning yellow because they're nutrient deficient, hence the Miracle-Gro. Okay, so I was watering and I was over here and I'm like, I'd made an Instagram story that my Thumbergia were sending up like runners and I needed something for them to trail around. And it's a jungle in here. And I was looking around because I was like, I need to move some stuff out before things get like shaded out. And I'm like, that's not Thumbergia. So I take out this foxglove and guess what is on here? A sweet pea seed that must have fallen in, and it has found a way. Life has found a way to get up through here. I'll bring you in closer so you can see the reality of what has just transpired. Okay, so I'm here like this, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get this foxglove out of here. What the heck is going on here? This sweet pea found a way, and there's one more. There's another one right here. And its roots, its taproot is so long. Absolutely hilarious. And honestly, it's quite warm. Like the weather just turned to where I think it's probably not gonna get, I shouldn't say this out loud. If it gets to -10 again, it's my fault. But I think that we're pretty much safe. That I could probably throw those outside and they might live. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, I think. Why not? Look at these guys. If that doesn't tell you that life will find a way, I don't know what will. So funny, so funny. Now that I think about the seeds that I had around, that's a sugar stamp pea. Delish. And now I will show you, I'll give you a tour of how everything is doing. Again, I've been busy and again, I was throwing up a lot with the norovirus, so things have been neglected, but I do think that it's important to neglect your plants every so often so that they become resilient. And also I was overwatering them and they needed to dry out a little bit. So anyway, here's the tour. Okay, so here next to my daughter's bubbles, here we have snapdragons that are thirsty, so I have just given them a drink. And these I will show you in comparison to the other type, but I believe these are just like a compact variety. They're the nutrient deficient guys. And I believe that these are white rocket. So you see the difference in size. So these are going to be very large, and I think these are just going to be your typical snapdragons, which makes sense because I had white rocket in my garden. And then here are the red ones, like a very visible difference in size, just in growth habit, like in genetics there, if you can see that, and you can tell. And these are flopping over because they were thirsty, and they are yellow. And I think I'm gonna turn off these lights because they make everything blue. One sec. Okay, I just actually turned off the blue and red light waves, so now it's just white lights. Okay, much better. Also, side note, since I got my wisdom teeth out, my lip is still frozen. The doctor said give it a month. So, update on that is still frozen. So these foxgloves, in comparison to the foxgloves that I put in these things. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same, if I'm being honest. That one looks the worst, obviously. But yeah, do I have any other ones over here? These are in a 9-cell tray. What's the size difference there? I would say that these ones definitely in the larger trays, like with more room, are definitely bigger than the ones in the 9-cell trays. So take that for what it is. Next up, we have my blue lace flower and some different snapdragons. My blue lace flower is setting up some true leaves. We had a few more guys enter the chat. These do have longer germination typically, so those are looking good. My Thai basil, I'm going to need to propagate because I had nothing in here and nothing in here, so I may as well cut these off and pop them in there. And I'm not gonna lie, it is very fragrant and it kind of smells like marijuana. Oh, that smells like Thai basil. But like when you don't like touch, like actually, it's giving grow up a little bit. Don't ask how I know what that smells like. All right, next up, these are my Madame Butterfly snapdragons that I sowed much after, probably close to a month after I sowed these ones. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're obviously a little bit behind. I would say these are probably the most, you could compare them to these. So they're definitely smaller, but I don't think the difference in bloom time is going to be that different. Interesting. Okay. Then I have my petunias, which are very, very thirsty. I could actually probably give this guy some more water. And my petunias, that I don't remember if they're purple or they're yellow, but they're one of the two, are doing well. I would say that they're kind of overcrowded a little bit in here, but what can you do? Okay, moving along, we've got my peppers. So they're doing well, except for I have a couple of jalapenos that are looking like they're dying. But that's okay, because I have like 2 per, and I can probably transplant these up soon. And then cucumbers are, I think I might keep the cucumbers, but I'm gonna throw out my zucchini because they're getting so big and I don't want them. It's too early. Like they're this big already and it's not even April, it's March. And I'm not gonna be able to put them out until mid-June. So I have to throw them out. I need to use that space for something else. But the cucumbers I think I can sell at the market in April, so I'm gonna keep them. I don't know. Next level, what's up? My lavender, which is a little bit soggy, so I took it out of the trays so that it wouldn't get this round of watering, and it also doesn't need fertilizer. Lavender doesn't like fertilizer, so I took them out and I'm just leaving them there. But that is the lavender first round of germination, and then the second round is there. And yeah, they're doing pretty good. And then here are my mallow plants, my Lavaterra. These are getting a little bit too big for what I am ready for. They are shading out some things. So I'm gonna need to consolidate all of the Lavaterra. I have it kind of sprinkled in everywhere into one tray and just let them fight amongst themselves. And then in my Bells of Ireland, I have one that germinated and actually turned into something. This looks like a weed or maybe columbine or something. And then I put foxgloves in here, little tiny ones. My shallots are doing okay. My oregano's looking good. I can probably take cuttings from that soon. My bunny tail grass is arguably too big, but doing okay. That is like my canary in the coal mine. that bunny tail grass. It shows being thirsty the most. And so when that starts wilting, I know that everything has had a chance to dry out. So moving along, my onions, I'm gonna need to chop these off because they're touching the lights and burning. But they're doing well. This one is the one that Holly likes to check on. So that's why that's doing that. But otherwise, you know, we had some dampening off. I definitely did overwater for a bit, but they're looking good. They're looking pretty healthy. Yeah. And then the final layer. Ow. So this row, I noticed tonight when I was moving things around to water them, has fungus gnats. So I went around and I put up little stickies. And the battle has begun. The war has been waged on me and my family. We have my scabiosa here. I have more mallow plant there, and then I have my thunbergia in the back there. Notice how it's not sending up little shoots, I've heard at a tree farm, and I want to say leaders, but what would it be called? Little tendrils? There's no tendrils. Tendrils are from the peas. Anyway, that's all there. And then we have my broccoli. This is the one that Holly likes to check on. She is not a natural, but it's not dead, so could be worse. My tomatoes are back there. We got some mold, looks like back there. Next up is yarrow, and that is doing quite well. This thing is very hard to kill. I have more thunbergia here. I have oh, sorry, you can't see. I have more thunbergia here, a delphinium here. What is that? More thunbergia, a little mix and match. My anise hyssop is getting nice and big. And then in the very back, I have a foxglove and then 2 cantaloupes. And then for the cantaloupes, they're doing okay. They're doing fine. They're not huge yet. And I'm hoping that they don't get too huge. But if they do, I will be killing them and using that space for something actually that I want. Because I don't know if you missed the memo, if you missed that video, I had all of my veggie seeds and I got them all wet. I put like a tray of, like a starter seed tray of snapdragons on top of the pile. I didn't realize it was like up here, and I just see, I put stuff up there when I want to kill it, but I'm not ready just to actually kill it. I put it up here so it suffers and dies very slowly. Anyway, so I put that up there and I didn't realize that my seeds were under it and it got wet, and then I kind of was forced to start all of my vegetables. So that's why I have the broccoli, the tomatoes, the zucchini. Oh, this is the zucchini. I pulled all the zucchini out already, and they're up here too. I'm sorry, I don't need this to grow for 3 more months inside my house. I just don't. So yeah, I had to start all my vegetables, and I don't really want them, but I had to give them a chance. And so I gave everyone a chance, and now I regret it. So I need to start cosmos because I'm gonna grow some flowers for my friend's baby shower. I'm gonna use the anise hyssop. She's having a boy, and it's like red, white, and blue themed, so I'm gonna do anise hyssop for blue. I have the white snapdragons. I'm gonna do some cosmos. And if you have any suggestions of other things that I should do or grow for it, let me know. So I'm gonna put the cosmos in the spot of the squash this week. That'll be my next video. Those are all my plants. Those are all my fungus gnats. These are my peas. And hopefully my next video will be soon. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. It's been really fun, and we'll chat soon, okay? Bye.